Okay, we are looking into Unit 2, Quiz 3, study guide, question number 6, 7, and 8. So those three questions are transforming the piecewise function. So looking into the first question, it is f of x plus 2. So this plus 2 is actually a constant term, so that's why the whole graph will be moving up by 2. So when you need to plot it, you can look at your graph. This is the original graph. So I'm going to move each one by 2. So this point will be moving up by 2, 1 and 2. This point will be moving up by 2, 1 and 2. This point, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So when I choose the points, I can choose the points who are like having integers for the x coordinate and y coordinate, which is at the corner of the graph, of the grid, on the graph paper. So I will choose those points. So this one will be question number 1 because, question number 6, because this one is the one that the whole graph is being moved up by 2. So this is question number 6. 6 is the one that is moved up by 2. So 6 is the one which is moved up by 2. And then now we are going to look at question number 7. Question number 7, the one, if your x inside the parentheses is being a factor, like there will be a constant term attached to this x, that means that your graph is being moved sideways. So when it's minus 3, when the movement is opposite, it should be moving to the right. So moving to the right by 3, and this negative 5 is moving down by 5. So the whole graph is, we have to move to the right by 3, and then we have to move to the down by 5. So number 7, fx minus 3 minus 5. So the whole graph. So you have this graph, you move to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. But at the same time, you have to move down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the first point. The second point, move to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then move down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, another point. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By looking at those points, you know that like the shape will be changing. So that means that I'm missing 1 point. So probably, if I just connect this graph, the graph will be like different. So that means that I'm actually just really missing 1 point. So there are 4 points originally. So but now I only have 3. So that means that I'm missing this point. So I need to do the same thing. Move right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I have to move down by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one will have to carry the same shape as my original piecewise function. So this is the one. This is number 7. After you're moving the whole graph, when you check your answer, you can ask yourself, when you move your graph to the right and move down, is it going to be in quadrant 1, 2, 3, or 4? So if it's identified in 4, and then you can go to each point and count and see if you really transform it correctly. And then by looking in the same shape, so it's like I'm doing it correctly. And then question number 8. Question number 8, you are multiplying a negative in front of the function. So there are 2 ways that you can do this. If you remember, you can just make it reflect along the x-axis. If not, you can also remember that if there's a coefficient in the front, you can multiply -1 to the y coordinate for each point. So I'm going to use multiply -1 to the y coordinate of each point. So this is number 8. Negative f of x. So So I'm going to multiply, so this one, the coordinate of the y coordinate of this point is negative 4. Negative 3. So negative 3 multiply negative 1 will give you positive 3. So positive 3 will be here. So this is the first point. The second point, this is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 will be positive 1. And then this one is positive 2. 2 times negative 1 becomes negative 2. And then positive 3 times negative 1 will be negative 3. So I'm going down. And then this point is 3 again. You times negative 1, you are at negative 3. And 0 times negative 1 is 0. So you can see that if I connect this point, it's not going to be right. So probably I did something wrong. If this is positive 3, negative 3 should be here, not here. So then the shape of the graph, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 is here. Okay, this point is not correct. When I draw the line, this point is not correct because this is positive 1. Negative 1 should be here, so this one is not correct either. So I'm checking my work at the same time while I'm graphing it. So this one will be question number 8. So you can see that the original graph is the black one, and then this one is reflected upside down. This is what you do when you multiply by negative 1. That means that you are flipping the graph upside down, reflect across the x-axis.